Greetings fam, if you've been freezing in your garage, workshop, barn, or job site and you're tired of those loud, fumey heaters that make your whole space smell like a truck stop, stick with me for a minute. And hit that link in the bio because this heater might seriously change your cold weather setup. Today we're talking about the SunFire SF80 radiant heater, an 80,000 BTU beast that's been making a name for itself thanks to how clean, quiet, and efficient it runs. And trust me, I've gone through product spec sheets, retailer data, and user reviews across multiple sites, so you're getting the real, researched breakdown here. So first, let's talk power, because that's what people actually care about with heaters like this. The SF80 puts out 80,000 BTUs, which translates to enough heat for roughly 1,800 to 2,000 square feet depending on insulation and airflow. For most people, that means a large garage, a multi-bay workshop, a pole barn, a metal building, or even a job site tent. The crazy part is that instead of blasting hot air like a jet engine, this unit uses radiant heat, the same type of heat the sun produces, so it warms objects, tools, equipment, and people directly rather than just blowing air around. One of the biggest selling points, and honestly the thing people rave about the most, is how quiet this thing is compared to traditional torpedo heaters. You don't get that loud turbine blast, and you don't get the burning fuel smell that tends to hang in the air and give you a headache. The SunFire design is made to burn extremely clean, producing a smokeless flame, which means the heat feels more natural and you're not choking on fumes. If you've ever tried working next to one of those old-school torpedo heaters, you already know how much of a difference this can make. Now let's get into the real-world experience. Owners consistently say the heat this produces feels better than forced air heaters. Radiant heat warms metal tools, workbenches, the floor, and anything within line of sight, so it actually creates a comfortable working environment even in drafty spaces where a blower heater would struggle. If you've ever had a torpedo heater blasting warm air that disappears the second you step away from the stream, radiant heat is a huge upgrade. But let's be honest, nothing's perfect. On the critical side, the SF80 is over 125 pounds when full, so while it has wheels, it's not a light unit. You can move it, but you're not casually throwing it in the back of a truck by yourself unless you're built like a forklift. It also requires a 120 volts power source, so you can't just fuel it and run it without electricity. If you're on a job site with no power, you'll need a generator or an inverter capable of producing clean power. And lastly, radiant heat works best with line of sight. If you're heating a maze of rooms or a heavily partitioned area, a forced air heater might distribute heat more evenly. Now, with everything considered, the power, efficiency, fuel flexibility, build quality, and especially how clean and quiet this thing runs, I can honestly say the SunFire SF80 is absolutely worth buying if you need serious heat in a workshop, barn, garage, job site, or open industrial space. It's pricier than the discount heaters you'll find at big box stores, but the performance difference is massive, and the long-term durability makes it a smarter investment. If you want reliable, low odor, low noise, high output heat that feels natural and warms your whole workspace, this is easily one of the best heaters in its class. Click the link below for the best price.